Welcome back, Texans. We have mother, sister, friend, author, entrepreneur, financial educator, and founder of the Boujee Wealth Group, Shavonna Perkins, with us today.
Boujee
Welcome
and wealthy.
to the show.
Hey, girlfriend, welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hi, Shavonna. We are so excited to hear about all things financial freedom. So, why don't you share with us what made you so passionate about that?
Sure. Again, first of all, thank you for having me and for this amazing opportunity to share. So, for me, financial freedom wasn't a nice to have, it was more so a must have. As a young child, my greatest desire was to be wealthy. To be financially free and to ultimately take care of my parents. But ultimately, I knew that as an adult, I didn't want to live like that. I didn't want to live paycheck to paycheck. So that is where my passion for, being financially free as well as teaching others about financial freedom. Just because I like to tell people you don't have to come from wealth in order to become wealthy.
Amen.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that so much with us. So, can you tell me a little bit more about how that passion from your childhood, wanting to be wealthy and not live paycheck to paycheck, then translated into you starting your financial group?
I did a lot of internships, and it's funny because all of my internships were at financial institutions.
Wow.
Where I work, I was either a budget analyst or some type of, financial analyst. And to be honest, today, my job is still working as a analyst. And so in 2014, my husband became a realtor. And it's funny because I graduated from college and got my dream job making over 60,000. And of course, in 2009, like that, that was a big thing.
Wow.
And so people knew that that is what I did. And so we found out it's like the floodgates open. They were like, oh, John is a realtor and you do finances. And we found out there were a lot of couples who were coming to us and asking for me to help with finances so that way they can get a home later down the line. And it was at that point that I told my husband, I said, there's something pretty special here in what we're doing. Working in the financial industry, learning about loans, products, project budgets, and all of that other stuff was in vain because it wasn't.
Right. And what I really hear you talking about is the power of manifestation. And you literally took a vision of your community as it was, and you saw for yourself a greater future and created it. And I love that your mindset so early in life was so powerful. And now you're helping people in that way, creating homeowners, building generational wealth with home ownership, which is so powerful. So let's talk about mindset for just a moment. When it comes to financial literacy and wellness, how important is that?
Most times we word curse ourselves, unfortunately, because we get started by saying, I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's not like it's going to work. Because out of the heart, the mouth speaks. And so if our mindset isn't aligned, we give the enemy room and playground for stopping us even before we get started. And poverty mindset is real and it's dangerous because with poverty mindset, a lot of people tend to think winning, first of all, is never an option. They'll think that they'll never have enough. And even if they get something, they kind of covet it because they feel like they can't get it again. And I often tell my clients, when you do not comprehend the possibility of being wealthy, your mind will never be in a position to figure out how to build wealth.
It's just so beautiful hearing all the journeys today. And we would also love to know, you kind of touched on this a little bit before, but what is the Boujee Wealth Group and how can we be a part of it? Because it sounds like so much fun.
So the Boujee Wealth Group is a space where we are not ashamed to be who we are and whose we are. We're building wealth and leaving legacy. And that's our goal. Like teaching my clients to be their own bank through, using their retirement and their insurance. And with the Boujee Wealth Group, we do not believe in deprivation. I like to tell people that budgeting does not equal deprivation. If you feel like you have to deprive yourself, it's not good for you.
Well, I myself love anything bougie. I don't even think that's a bad word. When people are like, "You're so bougie," I'm like, "Why,
Right.
thank you."
Exactly.
Please share with our viewers where they can follow you and, more importantly, get your amazing book.
Sure. Yes, on IG and Facebook, the Boujee Wealth Group, Bougie, because I know Boujee can be spelled a few ways, but yes, the Boujee Wealth Group on IG and Facebook. Our website is theboujeewealthgroup.com. Actually, our book, if you want to set yourself free, not knowing that this would be available during the time of a recession, but I'm calling this the recession proof plan. It teaches you about mindset. It's teaching you how to overcome and what to do, learning how to save emergency funds and stuff like that. So you can purchase that at ShavonnaPerkins.com/book, or you can get it on Amazon.
We are going to take a quick break and be right back.